City of Santa Fe, March 4th, 2014, Counselor Candidates. Question 11. What important issues do you believe is not getting enough attention in the City of Santa Fe, and why, and what do you plan to do about it? Carmichael A. Dominguez.
One of the things that I do not believe is getting enough attention is making sure that our employees in the City of Santa Fe have what it is that they need to provide a high quality of service to the constituency. We are at that threshold. We are at that point where if we cut anymore, services will begin to suffer, and services will not be able to be provided at the level that constituents expect for them to be provided at. So I think that as the economy improves, that we need to make sure that our employees are provided with the resources that they need. And when I say resources, I'm talking about additional employees so that the workload is not as great, so that employees are able to be as efficient as they can be in providing the number of services that constituents expect, making sure that they have the supplies that they need to be efficient and be productive and be effective in our community. Those are some of the things that I think we need to work on. We have worked on them, but I don't think that they're receiving the kind of attention that they do need. The other thing is that we need to make sure that employees have a venue or a way to articulate their concerns, and that their concerns are dealt with appropriately, and that their concerns are taken as legitimately as they are, and that we do everything that we can to ensure that we have a workforce that wants to work for the City of Santa Fe.
Angelo Jaramillo.
One of the biggest issues that we're facing, that I'm seeing out there on a day-to-day basis, and as I talk to people, is there's a great division going on in the City of Santa Fe, from the economic divisions to ethnic divisions to really individualistic community divisions that are taking place. I do not see a lot of our public officials honestly addressing what is happening to our city, to where we basically have two cities. You have one on the east side, and then you have one on the west side. And a lot of times there's not a lot of cross sections, nor is there a lot of cross development going on, so that people can create a citywide sense of community. What I see the biggest issues in particularly affecting that kind of growth is the growth in how we structure development itself. And that leads to what we're doing with the economy in terms of education. I think there's also great divisions within our culture as well, in terms of a lot of the new immigrant communities that are coming to Santa Fe, many of them residing on the south side of Santa Fe. But it leads into the bigger picture of the growth on the south side of Santa Fe. And are we really paying attention to what is happening out there and trying to accommodate that growth in a proactive, progressive manner? Or are we just neglecting it? And then every time we want to pay attention to it, then we're just reacting and saying, oh, now we need to do something about it, maybe once every year, if we do anything at all. So what I see more than anything is that we need a sense of community. We need a sense of unity, solidarity, and we need to make sure that people are communicating across these divisions and borders that are separating us right now.
This is the end of question 11 for participating counselor candidates.